Hey guys, welcome back to the Blade Bloodhound. Tonight we're going to do things a little different. Now this is knife related and I'll explain that when we get to it. But most people that do know me personally know that I collect all kinds of stuff. You know, knives are my number one thing, but from there it goes all over the place. I collect it all. Old tobacco stuff, all kinds of antique signs, old coins. I just collect it all. But knives are my number one thing, and that's why the channel is about knives. But tonight, we're gonna look at this. This here is let me read it so I make sure I say it correctly. Boy Scouts of America official first aid kit. And I saw this at an antique store, and I was loafering around. I was looking for knives, and of course I ran into this. I picked it up. As I was looking at it, it was heavy. I looked on the back of it, and it said $14.99, you know, and it had all the contents in it. So I said, okay, well, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna see what's in it. I didn't know what it was gonna be in there. It is a 1942. I don't know if I said that before or not, but it's a 1942 Boy Scouts of America first aid kit. So I just said, I'm gonna look at it, see what all's in there. When I opened it up, you know, I just started, you know, going through the stuff, looking at it. But then I saw something in there that I wanted, and it was actually worth more than the set was. So I was pretty excited. Ran up there and bought it. And anyway, so tonight we're going to take it to the table. We're going to look at it. I'll open it up, show you all the stuff in it. I mean, I just thought we'd change it up a little bit, but it is knife related. So you will see something later when we get over there that talks about knives. That's my cat, by the way, talking to us. So anyway, guys, let's go over here and take a look. All right, guys, we are back. Check out the graphics on this. So that is the first thing that struck me. I was looking at it and I said, man, this is in great shape. And you can hear it has stuff in it. Then back here it has these little loops, which I don't know what you would tie it to your backpack. I'm not real sure, but it was really, really cool. So I'm gonna zoom in on the front of it first. Well, let's see, how do I wanna do this? Let's zoom in like that. So it says Boy Scouts of America official first aid kit. And this was pretty interesting too. It says prepared by Johnson & Johnson. Brunswick, New Brunswick, Chicago. Let's see here. Oh, that's just the Boy Scout shield there. But it was really, really cool, I thought. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna look in this thing. I'm gonna see what's in it. And then from there, I will know a little more about what all it's got in there. Let's see, I'm gonna turn, this is gonna be a maneuver. We're gonna see. Turn the legs of this tripod so I can zoom in here. All right, so when you open it up, the first thing you see is it says the contents of the Boy Scout first aid kit. And it has your standard things in it, your gauze, your this, that. I didn't even read that it had petroleum jelly in it. That's pretty funny. But has all this different stuff in it. But when I was looking at it, I pulled it up and I got the manual out. And the manual was, which I'm gonna show you in a second too. Never buy your cats churros, by the way, because if you do, they will drive you completely insane. All right, let's check this out. So when I was looking at the first aid guide, it has all kinds of stuff in it, but the main thing I was looking for was when it was made. It was a copyright 1942. I was going through all this stuff. It's pretty funny too if you actually had time. I mean, we have time, but I'm not gonna make y'all suffer through all that, but shows you how to bandage people, shows all kinds of crazy stuff. Cool head wounds. I don't know what this maneuver is. Let's see. That is crazy. It says prone method, artificial respiration. That's some kind of CPR I've never seen, so maybe that's why we're advanced now. Bend head to knees to prevent fainting. Well, I guess I've heard that. But anyway, that's just the guide. Let's get out of the guide. We're not here for that. But what I thought was cool was I started going through it. This was hilarious too, because when I looked at it, I remembered as a child, if I can get it to pull out here, who remembers that? That's that red stuff that used to get put on you when you would skin your knee. And I don't remember if it really burned or if it was just, you know, because you're a kid and you're thinking, oh my gosh, this is gonna be horrible. But 1.5 ounces, made in the USA. Let's see what else we got in here. Got your old standard Band-Aids, but it's funny because even they say made in the USA, they may still say that, I don't know. I've never really paid that much attention. And all your gauze and bandages say Red Cross, which I thought was kind of neat. Somebody has opened this one. So I'm gonna look here. Yeah, it's still in there. I'll just put this, I don't know how that's supposed to sit, but I guess somebody had opened it at one time or another. Pretty cool. I just thought it was neat. The whole thing was neat. So I was almost convinced, you know, immediately. I said, you know what, I'm gonna buy this. You know, this is really cool. It has all this neat stuff in it. It has, let's see, you know, more Red Cross bandages, Band-Aids, your gauze. But then I saw what I really came for. I thought that was really cool. That, what is that called? It's called Mercurochrome. But I do remember getting that put on me. Skin your knee up and look out, you're in trouble now. But what I really bought this for, and this is the knife related stuff here, is I saw this in there. I said, this is a match safe, you know. So I look at it, so I can turn it this way. We're gonna zoom in with our, all right. There you go. Marbles, Gladstone, Michigan, USA, patent number 1900. But really cool. Now they make these still, but you know they're reproductions because it actually says it on there. Let's see if I can remember how to open this thing. I always do it wrong. All right, let me see here. Come on. Here, I'm gonna take it off camera real quick and look at it, and then I'll come right back. Well, it's a good thing y'all didn't watch me do that, because I was over here, I'll tell you what I was doing. I was twisting on this cap, I'm like, I know this opens somehow. But anyway, I figured it out. You just turn the middle part here. So you turn the middle part, you push it like this, you put your matches in there. And that is how you would do your match safe. You would make them, as it says, you'd make your matches safe from moisture, from all types of things. But this was really cool. When I saw this in there, you know, everybody knows the old Marbles knives. So we are kind of knife related here. But I've always wanted one of these. I've seen these, I don't know, at different flea markets and things. People always want too much for them. You know, they see that word 1900 and they're like, oh, this is old, you know, you got to pay all this money for it. But I knew I would find one day at a good deal. I just didn't know I would find it in a 1942 first aid kit. But that was really cool. I was glad to find this. So when I saw this, I ran up to the front and I said, you know, I'm buying it. I mainly bought it for this. I've seen these go, you know, sometimes people will sell them for 25 bucks at a flea market or something. But the whole thing was only $14.99. And this Boy Scout was smart enough to put this in his kit. I wonder how many other Boy Scouts put matches in their first aid kit. He was obviously a intelligent young man. Well, I almost said maybe not a young man, but back then you could only be in the Boy Scouts if you were a boy. Now I think you can be a Boy Scout, and I think it's, everybody now, guys or boys, girls. I mean, there's still the Girl Scouts, there's still the Boy Scouts, but I believe that girls are allowed to be in the Boy Scouts now in certain areas. I believe that's the rules. Now, don't hold me to it. I never made it all the way to Boy Scouts. I was a Cub Scout, and what is it? Yeah, it was a Cub Scout. It was the first one you do. And I mean, it was fun. We had a den mother, so we did a lot of things that, I don't know. For some reason, I just didn't get into it like most kids did. Now, I did love the knife part. I wanted a knife the first day that I joined. And, they said, nah, we don't have any knives. You have to, make a plate with macaroni or something. I don't know what we made, but we made little silly things, and it just wasn't what I thought it would be, so I didn't pursue it too long. Did other stuff instead. But it's a cool find. I was glad to find this. I was glad to find this case too. I mean, it's in pretty good shape. I mean, who would have thought the manual and everything would be in there? I mean, some kid was very smart. I mean, when I was this young, or when I was a kid, I should say, not young, but when I was a kid, I didn't even save my knife boxes. I mean, I did save some. I'm not gonna say I didn't save them all. So I have a lot of my knife boxes from when I was a kid, but when I got older, I thought, well, that's just a waste of space. Everybody throws a box away. You don't keep a box. But now, a box makes all the difference, especially when you're selling. But it's a cool thing. Boy Scouts of America, 1942 first aid kit. Just thought I would throw something else out there. I have lots of interest. It's a knife channel, but I said, well, I just kind of feel like throwing something different out there. Let me know what y'all think. Do y'all want to see different things? I mean, I have all kinds of stuff. I mean, I pick up some crazy things. I will go ahead and tell you. But let me know what you think. If you want to see some other stuff too, I mean, we'll always have knives on here. Knives are first and foremost my favorite collection, but I do get other stuff time to time. I have an old Tom's cabinet. That's what I keep a lot of my stuff in, and so that's where this is gonna go, and we'll have it kind of displayed out. But kind of neat thing. I like it. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully my cat was not so loud that y'all heard her the whole time meowing. I had my wife take her in the other room, but hope you liked the video. If you do, like, subscribe, hit the like button. If you don't like it, subscribe anyway. Let's get this channel going. Till next time, guys, have a good one.